Hello, hello, it's Tash and Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to It's Saturday, your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
It's Saturday.
Okay.
Right, we're back.
We're back. We've had a busy couple of weeks. We haven't updated you guys in a little while, and we left you with us going to Caribou Cup.
Oh my gosh, my favorite weekend of the year. I feel like it's always something to look forward to.
It's like the Super Bowl for me that weekend. It's so much fun, and this was our third or fourth one together.
Yeah.
And
you went 1 year without me.
I went
rude.
Yeah, I can't believe I did that. I don't even know who I went with, besides the boys. I'm like, what was I even doing? But no, we had such a good squad this year. We've been so amped up. We've been planning our outfits. We have our meals planned. We have this sick Airbnb. And then Thursday comes around and Petite Caribou on their Instagram posts a story basically being like, oh, just kidding, guys. We're going to postpone it to next weekend because there's going to be a little bit of rain. And, we can't do Caribou in a little bit of rain, apparently.
Which is crazy, too, because I was thinking, I'm like, I don't follow any of these accounts, Petite Caribou. And
you don't follow Petite Caribou? What? The greatest bar in Canada?
And then I'm like, if people didn't check social media, they just show up to the hill. They're like, where is it?
Dude, imagine.
What's going on?
That definitely happened to some people. There were definitely people that just showed up and were like,
what?
What? What's up? Uy, le Caribou.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly though, it didn't stop us. If anything, it just allowed us to sleep in a bit more on Saturday because originally we were going to be on the hill around latest 11 and we had breakfast sandwiches to make, we had hair and makeup to do, we had fits to do,
and
so
we had a beer Olympics the night before, and we're like, how are we going to fit all of this in?
We were going to have to wake up at 6 a.m. So we ended up going to Caribou on Friday night, and it was busy and it was so much fun.
Yeah, no one canceled their trip because
No.
you can't, if you have an Airbnb, if you cancel, you're not getting your money back hotels. So
you need at least 48 hours, which rude, they did not give.
Yeah. I feel like they didn't do that on purpose too, because they got 2 weekends of tourism, so it was a win-win for them.
So apparently too, this past weekend was actually the Caribou, and our family friends were there, and they were saying the line basically wrapped around the bar, it was so busy still.
So yeah, they got 2 weekends of full Caribou.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't see the whole event, but we still did the whole thing. We just hung out at Airbnb. We actually didn't end up even playing our beer Olympics. We made costumes and props and stuff.
Oh my God. I changed my team name twice. We changed our costumes. We were going to have an anthem that we were going to memorize, all this stuff. And I was like, we did not play a single game.
You're laminating shit. I'm like, okay, well, that's okay.
It's okay.
We ended up just hanging out. So
I feel when you're in a big group like that, you could have all these itinerary events, but when you're with a good group of friends, you just want to chat and hang out with your friends. You don't want to do
you can't really chat when you're playing these intense games.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we got to the Caribou. I don't even know what time we got there, 2 or 3 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah, this year we went for more of a mall boy aesthetic. We were wearing furs and
headbands,
black
big
and
jackets, dark sunglasses, and I love my fit.
Same. I feel we all looked so good and cohesive, and it was really, really fun.
Yeah, and we literally just camped out at Caribou the whole weekend, and
I couldn't tell you the difference.
Levels.
I couldn't tell you the difference from this year and another year.
Yeah, we just didn't watch people
go.
go down a hill. But I like Caribou because I think the upstairs bar and the downstairs bars are totally different vibes.
Such different vibes. Yeah.
So the first night we hung out a lot in the basement, and the main day we hung up a lot upstairs and on the patio. So even though we were at one bar, I still feel I got at least 3 different experiences.
Yep.
I got the downstairs patio, the upstairs bar, and the downstairs bar.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
It's such a fun weekend. So yeah, that was great. And then I got sick right after because my body was you're 31. You should not be drinking for 2 days in a row.
I feel after these big weekends, someone always gets really sick. And this time it was your turn.
Yeah. So I got really sick and just coughing, stuffy. It was just not fun to come home to. But finally I'm feeling better. It lingered though. I'm still coughing at night and stuff.
Really? Maybe you had what I had a while ago.
Yeah, and it's a lot of mucus.
Bullshit.
It was just lingering sickness. But finally feeling better, and yeah, I don't know how you have this Aura ring, because I feel like my Apple Watch, when I was sick, it was just like, you know, like the trends tab where it shows you like trends of like things. It was just like down 90%, down 100%. And it makes you feel like already crappy. You're like already not moving because you're sick. So you're just like sleeping. And then it tells you you're like, you're not doing well. You're like, down.
It's like, you piece of shit.
I'm like,
okay, no, the Oura Ring's actually good for this because it's always like testing your biometrics. So one, it knew I was sick before I was getting sick, and when I was sick, my body temperature was a lot higher, and it like could just tell. It's like, hey, like, do you want to go into rest mode? Like, you should be resting right now. Like, clearly you're sick, so you can put your ring on rest mode, and then it won't track like your activity. It will just like let you know like your sleep score or whatever, and you can.
Oh, that's
kind of
nice.
Yeah, so the ring is a lot more like it's a lot nicer to you than my Apple Watch.
Yeah, my Apple Watch was like, I paused my ring still, but it was still kind of like, I don't know. I just feel guilty when I'm like not moving, and it's like,
it's
but
like,
I'm
stand
sick.
up.
Yeah, stand up. You're
I'm
like,
resting.
I'm literally
I
dying.
can't move. No, when I was sick like that week too, like I was just like couch to bed.
Yeah.
And even that, I was like, oh, this is so hard.
Yeah. But I will say, and I think you use this too, like the migraine caps, like the cold migraine caps that you can get from Amazon.
God, yes.
They're not only good for hangovers and migraines, but they're also good for like when you're sick and you just need to like
cool down.
It's so nice.
Did you have a fever?
I did for like one of the days. Yeah. Not fun. Not fun.
Okay, something fun that Matt and I did do recently is we took Stark on a new trail that we never did before.
I know. Which one did you guys end up doing?
We did the NC 51.
Yes. Okay. So near Merbleu, that area.
Yeah. Okay. It's only like 12-minute drive from our house. Like, it's pretty close. But yeah, I guess it's technically in Orleans.
Yeah.
And we did this like nice little like 2 or 3 kilometer loop, and he was so excited to just go somewhere new that he's never been before. And like this quote is like stuck with me. It's like, their world is only as big as you make it. And I'm like, man, he's turning 5 this year. I'm like, I gotta like at least once bi-weekly or hopefully weekly in the summer, like all the time, like just take him to new places.
Like,
yeah,
dude, we should bring them on a like fun little hike. We haven't gone because it's been so muddy.
Oh yeah, it was muddy, but it was.
But yeah, that trail. That's funny that you said that. One time, I feel like it was last year or the year before, we did that trail and we saw a snake. But it was a garden snake. But it was like they're literally harmless. They don't even have teeth. But I remember like Nova was like playing with something, and I was like, what is that? And it was literally a snake. She was like throwing it up in the air, and I was like,
toys look like the animals, so she's probably like, oh, this is just a toy.
And I was like, oh my god. And she wasn't like biting it, but she was just kind of like throwing it around, and I was like, oh my god, it's a snake. Like, I was like, ew. It was scary.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that trail has like a lot of cool wildlife and stuff.
And it just felt like so healing, like just being in nature and not hearing like cars, and it wasn't that busy either, just hearing the birds and the woodpeckers and like the chipmunks and stuff. I felt like Snow White. I was like, oh my god, this is so nice.
Nature is healing,
dude. But I will say, I was with Matt obviously and Stark, but I don't think I would go there by myself, even when I was with Stark.
No, yeah.
Like at one point, a man like was coming towards us, like this like bigger guy, and I was like to Matt, if I was alone, I would have been so scared in that moment.
Because you're literally in the middle of nowhere.
Like, he was alone with like 2 like with grocery bags, and I'm like, why are you
doing
in this random forest with 2 grocery bags? I'm like, are those murder weapons in there? Like,
no, I would never go on those trails in the middle of nowhere with no one, even with like. And I feel like my dog would literally just be like, oh, is this a friend?
Yeah. And then he like went to pet Stark. I'm like, what if he's giving him poison? I'm just like, why do I think the worst of people? Apparently. Like, sorry,
no, it's
sir.
because I'm sorry, but we're women and we have to like think of these things, whereas men are just like da 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 da, like
literally, we're not a care in
oh
the world.
my gosh, no, that's fun that you guys took him somewhere new though. I love that. We need to do that more this summer. It's just like go on hikes and trails and stuff. It's stupid when there's like hikes and they're like no dogs. I'm like, well, I'm not going. I'm not going on a hike unless I can bring my dog.
Seriously,
like no,
it's
not happening. We also made those bagel bites a few weeks ago, and we haven't talked about it on the pod.
The easiest bagel bites, you guys.
Yes, I will post the recipe in the description, but essentially it's like Greek yogurt. I think you could probably make it with cottage cheese as well.
Yeah.
And some flour and
baking soda,
and that was it.
And like salt.
Yeah.
And that's like the basic. You could probably add like so many other things.
Yeah.
Like jalapenos or cheddar, like whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you make it, literally makes dough so fast, and you make these little balls.
Yeah.
And then you do an egg wash, and then put everything with the bagel spice on it.
Put it in the oven, and then you have these little bagel bites.
Because sometimes you don't want the whole bagel.
Yeah.
Right? And it's kind of nice where it's like this doughy ball, and you can like break it open and just like dip it in hummus, dip it in cream cheese, dip it in whatever the frick you want.
And at least you know like what what went into making
four
it, like 4 ingredients. Yeah, exactly. No, 100% I'll make those again.
When you're making it with the Greek yogurt, you want it to be higher percentage. So like 2% makes it fluffier. If you're using a 0%, it's not gonna get like as fluffy. You need some fat
thick,
in there.
Yeah, and you need like a thick Greek yogurt, like a good consistency. Yeah, so those are really good. Shout out to Nikki for sending that recipe. But I also tried this new bagel spot in Ottawa called Bobino.
Okay, I've seen it everywhere now.
Yeah, so it's like this new like Montreal style bagel place that's kind of similar to Kettleman.
Is Kettleman Montreal style?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the other style? New York. It's like the thicker ones with like
ones,
smaller holes.
Yeah,
I like those ones better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It depends. I like both. I actually am I love bagels. Like bagels and cream cheese. I'm like,
Richard brings us bagels from Kettleman like weekly. He brings us bagels and cream cheese like literally every week. And I bring them to work and I leave them in the freezer at work. So then if I ever just want a bagel, I just
smart.
take it out at work.
And you cut them before and you just
I put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds and then I cut them and I just cook them.
Yeah, so they were very similar to Kettleman bagels, but I will say like they have all these cool like cream cheese flavors. So we got one, it was like caramelized onions with like jalapenos and all this other stuff. And then it was funny because they all have these names like cowboy, but you don't like actually know what's in it. Like, and it's like Farzad went and picked it up and he's like, I honestly don't know what the heck I bought. Like all these names are just like strawberry, like it doesn't say like what's the ingredient, so we had to like look it up. I'm like, if you have allergies, you're screwed. It's like cowboy.
What
cowboy
does that mean?
Cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
But the cream cheese flavors were so good. I would definitely go back. I will say the bagels, like they didn't have that many choices of flavors. Like it was pretty like standard, like sesame, everything, poppy.
What's your favorite kind of bagel?
Ooh. Okay, so if I'm going like sweet, I love like a blueberry bagel. Okay. Like if I'm going like more of a sweet. I also really like cinnamon raisin. But then if I'm going like savory, I love like an everything bagel or just classic sesame. Okay. Yeah. What about you?
If I'm going sweet, like I think my all-time favorite bagel, like if I had to eat one for the rest of my life, would be cinnamon raisin.
Oh, I love those.
Obsessed with cinnamon raisin. And then if I'm going more savory, I love the like cheddar onion ones.
Ooh, I like those too.
Those ones are really good. But then obviously like sesame is like classic for sure. But yes, like a nice cheddar onion one, like make my breath stink. Yeah, you know? Like the ones that are like herb and garlic kind of. When I used to go to Tim Hortons like in high school, I always would get an herb and garlic cream cheese everything bagel with bacon. Yeah.
I would do like tomato slices and
healthy santé.
Yum yum yum. I love bagels. I could have a whole episode talking about bagels.
Like, that's our next mini.
Yeah, bagels. We're like, there's this type of bagel.
Okay, I have a funny story because after Caribou weekend, the following weekend, Matt and I like just didn't really have any plans and it was super chill. Like we went out with Stark and it was Saturday night and we're like, hey, we're just gonna stay in. We like started watching Silo, which we'll talk about later. Ooh. And then Tom Murphy, who was the MC at our wedding, he lives in Montreal, but he is like a part-time comedian. And it's like 6:00 and he calls Matt up and he's like, yo, like I'm in town tonight. I have a gig at the Laugh Lounge, actually.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, are you guys like around? Are you free? And Matt's like, dude, we're actually so free. We have no plans. Like, for sure. Like, we'll come and like go to the Laugh Lounge with you. And we're like, do we need to buy tickets? No, don't worry. Like, don't buy a ticket. Like, just come. It's at 8:30. Like, it'll be good. We're like, okay, perfect. So we end up going to the Laugh Lounge downtown and we get there and it's not like packed, but it's like busy. And we go to this like hostess girl at this front, the like tiny little nice girl. And we're like, hey, like we're here for the show. And she goes, like, oh, do you have a what show? She's like, oh, great. Do you have your ticket? And we're like, no, we don't have a ticket. Like, we'll buy it now.
We're VIP.
She's like, oh no, like we're completely sold out. Like there's nowhere for you to sit. And I was like, oh. I'm like, oh no, but like we know Tom.
We're with the comedian.
I'm like, we know Tom. She's like, who? I'm like, Tom Murphy. Like he's one of the comedians. She's like, I have no idea who that is. And I'm like, I'm just gonna call him really quick. Like, give me 1 second.
He works at Red Bull.
Yeah, we get it. We like called him and then we see him coming. And I'm like, Tom, like I don't know what's going on. Like I told her, like we know you. Like what? Like what's going on? He's like, no, like I'm really not that important here. Like they probably don't like even know like who I am. Like let me go talk to her. And anyway, she was like super stressed. She's like, we have like don't have any seating. Like I'm not really sure. And we're like, okay, can we just stand at the back? Like we don't really mind. She's like, oh, like fire safety, this and that. We're like, oh, okay, like we don't want to like make you more stressed out. Like it's okay. She's like, okay, go like have a drink somewhere else and come back in like 10 minutes and like let me see if maybe people don't show up. And we're like, okay, yeah, no problem. So you go to Lower Town right beside.
Oh yes, yeah.
Which by the way, later on in the night when we went back, so busy. They have a mechanical bull. People were like riding, mostly guys. Random. We're riding this mechanical bull, getting thrown off the bull, and it was like packed. I was like, oh,
no way.
It was kind of a fun vibe. I was like, crazy still has it. Ottawa still has it. Anyway, then we end up going back, and she's like, yeah, I have like this seat for you right over here. It was the best seat in the entire
I was gonna say, when I saw your videos, I'm like, wait, you were sitting front row.
We were front center, like on this nice long
This
couch.
girl gaslit you. She's like, we have no spots.
I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. And it was probably the funniest stand-up comedy show I've ever been to in Ottawa.
Wow.
Like he knew the host, the MC, was a female comedian, and she was so funny, Kira. And then it was Tom and two other guys, and they all were really, really, really funny.
Oh my God.
Like better than any Absolute show. All like 30, 40-year-old women.
Fun.
And like their boyfriends, basically. I ran into so many people from my middle school / high school, which is so random.
Yeah.
But then out of all the places that we sit, I go look behind me, and one of my students' moms is behind me.
Stop. And you're like,
she's like, I always knew you
They're
were
like,
the
Madame
cool teacher.
Tash?
Yeah. She's like, you're the coolest teacher. I'm like, you're the coolest mom, dude. Like, this is so fun.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah. And then Shauna knew the girl that she was with. So
Stop.
I was like, this is the smallest world right now.
Wow. That's so funny.
Yeah, but it was on a Monday, guys. So that was
a concert on a Monday. Like what are you guys
why?
doing? Do it Friday.
Why did they do?
Yeah.
I know. I was looking at their tour dates, and they were like in Moncton on the weekend, and then they're going to Montreal on Thursday. I'm like, really? You guys couldn't have put it on like a Wednesday?
I wonder if they like know where like. Because they probably perform so much that they're probably like, what city are we even in? You know, what I mean? Like,
They would say Ottawa.
Ottawa.
I know. I actually was thinking when they do that, I'm like, they must like have to check right before they go out and be like, Ottawa, Toronto.
Yeah,
so they don't mess it up. Because if it's every other night, like you would get confused.
No, 100%. That's so funny. We've been having some fun with the new ChatGPT feature where it's like image creation. Oh my God, it's funny.
Okay, so the other day, like in one of our group chats, I was just like, okay, guys, I asked ChatGPT, this trend's going around. You asked Chat to turn a picture of your dog like into a human. And
some of them are so funny going around online right now where it's like, this is scary. Like, why is this man, this like bald man living with me?
So they made Star kind of like this like chubby, like young, like
he looked
boy.
Like he looked like Pat. I was
Okay,
like,
Pat
this is
looks
Pat.
way cuter than this guy.
I was like, this guy kind of looks like Pat, like our friend. I was like,
He had like this
Stark.
white streak in his hair, and then he was wearing like a tricolor, like black, white, and brown sweater because that's like Stark's coloring. And he was just, I'm like, that's the face I'm kissing every day. I'm like, no. And then I was like, make him more handsome. And ChatGPT's like, sorry, you need ChatGPT Premium to use this again.
Sorry,
like,
this is as handsome as it's getting. Like, yeah,
like, oh,
they made
okay.
Nova, like ChatGPT made Nova into like this old lady, like, because I gave the picture
This
of her
old
sitting,
mystical lady outside.
I gave the picture of her like sitting on like the bench and like just looking at me, and like there was like snow falling. So then she's literally this old lady sitting like contemplating life on the bench, like with this white like streak of hair. I'm like, I don't think this is Nova.
Oh
Like,
my god, yeah. And then some of them, like one of them made Milo like a police officer.
yeah, he looked like a stripper. I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
Some of them missed, most of them missed, honestly.
Yeah.
But then the next day, I was like, okay, now you guys, now we're gonna ask ChatGPT to make us into a dog. So you have to ask like, hey, like this is me, like turn me into what dog breed you think I look the most like. And I started it, and it just made me into like a golden retriever.
I feel like we were all golden
We
retrievers,
were all golden
except
retrievers,
for like Steph was a Rottweiler.
So it was this like sexy Doberman. I'm like,
oh
okay.
yeah, it was Doberman, not
Doberman,
Rottweiler.
yeah.
Doberman, and then who was and then Shauna
was
was
like a little
a
Shiba or Shibu, whatever.
Shibu, you knew,
But
yeah.
so the first, like me and Steph, it made us actually into dogs. Like, okay, normal, even though I was wearing like a purple little dress, whatever. But then like Ashley, you, Shauna, like you guys were like half dog, half
person.
human.
Yeah.
You had like Ashley was like golden retriever face, had her boobs, and then had her paw with her purse. Her arm was all hairy like a dog arm. It was so disturbing.
It literally put me in the dress because I gave like the picture of me like standing like in Italy like wearing this dress. It was a dog wearing the dress,
and you were missing one
arm. I'm like, okay, rude, ChatGPT.
Dude, they were so weird. But
Yeah.
man, we got some laughs out of that. So if you guys want to have a giggle, do one of those two options.
Definitely try that.
And send them to us. Like, show us what it showed up as. Because I'm so curious. Next, you know what we're going to do?
What?
We're going to turn the boys into dogs.
Smart.
That's
we should
what
do
we're gonna
that
tomorrow.
Okay. Oh my
That's what we're gonna
god.
do tomorrow.
That's
We're
so
gonna turn
smart.
the boys into dogs.
Oh, I feel like that's gonna be fun. But also we've been using it to like create pictures. Like we created this.
Yep.
You'll probably see on our Instagram. Like there was this girl holding like a pickle martini on the slopes, and it says like it's Saturday. I feel like it's fun. You just like give it some like words, and it just like create something. It's
Yeah, we
so
need to use them more often to make our like aesthetic posts.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, actually, wait, guys, you're gonna. Well, you already see it by now, but our post that came out Thursday is so funny. I guess I can say now, but it's like Stark and Nova,
like cheersing,
and that one really looks like them.
That literally, I'm literally printing that and putting it up on my wall.
So
It's so
it's
cute.
like art.
It's
It is
art.
art. It's so fucking
freaking
cute.
Yeah. So definitely, guys, play around with that feature. Okay, let's get into it. Have you seen the Coachella outfits from this year?
Yes, mainly though, like Alex Earl and her sister, and I want to say it's
Yeah,
kind
like
of
all the
it.
influencers. Okay, what's going on with all the belts this year? I feel like half the outfits are just like
Always
7 belts.
Man, that's Coachella. Coachella is literally belts. That's
I
all
don't
it
like
is.
the Coachella aesthetic. I realized I'm like, this is just not the aesthetic for me. It's just not like the ruffly. Like a lot of people were wearing like ruffly shorts as well, and I just don't.
Mini shorts, like I'm so glad I wasn't in my early 20s when like mini fucking shorts are now a thing again.
Underwear,
like they're basically underwear. I'm like, no, why are you stop?
No, it's
Don't
too
do
much.
that.
Yeah, I feel like it's just not cute, and also I feel like it gets so cold at Coachella because it's in the desert, so it's freezing.
super hot in the day and then it gets freezing at night. So like, how are you supposed to dress? I don't know.
Yeah.
Alex Earl, though, obviously she's like this hot little blonde girl. 2 of her outfits, I was like, okay, yeah, like for you, that's great. But her last outfit, when it was like that weird t-shirt and the weird shorts, I felt like it looked so
weird,
not good on her, unfortunately.
And
She
even
missed.
the girl from that has that strawberry milk mob, I forgot.
Oh,
like,
was she there? I didn't see
She
her
was there
outfits.
with her
Was she wearing her
sisters.
bathing suits all weekend?
And no, she was wearing like the first outfit she wore. Everyone's like, did Kanye West style you? Because she literally looked like just like that weird, like the weird sunglasses, like Balenciaga kind of vibe,
like
and
all black kind of thing.
And no, not even all black, like silver. I can't even explain the
like
outfit.
An alien.
It's very alien vibes.
It's giving UFO.
And people were like, "This is just not it, girl." And she was like, ooh. And it you know what? It has like all these influencers that probably have so much pressure to like create these like crazy ass outfits, but then a lot of them were missing this year. I feel like they're trying too hard.
Real celebrities show up in like jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah,
I saw videos of like Kylie and Timothy Chalamet in the crowd. I thought
and then there's all these videos of Justin Bieber, and he literally looks
fucked
crazy.
up. Yeah, and Hailey's like behind him, just like holding him.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I feel like he's going through something.
And Mook performed.
Yeah,
obviously because she's in Blackpink.
I
and
know.
then there was like Patrick Schwarzenegger was like in the crowd, and like Gay Talk was there too. I'm like, this is so funny.
So funny. And a lot of people from like Love Island USA were there. Yeah, just Coachella.
I'd go for free.
Yeah, I'd go for free.
Yeah,
for 100%.
Maybe we can go next year. Who knows? We'll try.
Okay, let's go into some Showtime because I feel like there's so many shows right now.
Wait, did we talk about the White Lotus season finale? Was that like...
Oh, no, we haven't.
Okay.
I don't think we have. No.
Okay, what did you think?
Oh my gosh. Obviously the season finale was crazy. I felt like there's all these people dying. Spoiler if you haven't watched it yet. But yeah, like that scene where like the main guy's dying and then his girlfriend, he actually
Chelsea
died or whatever.
Rick?
Rick.
Yes. Oh my
that
God.
was crazy.
I had a feeling Chelsea was gonna die because of the whole bad things come in 3.
Yeah.
And she just like, she almost died twice. I'm like, she's definitely gonna probably die at the very end. But I really liked her. She was the one character that I did not want to die.
Yeah.
And it was 90 minutes long. I felt like it went by really fast. And when the brother,
the shake,
that
was crazy.
Okay, so apparently, like everyone's like, why the fuck would he like not clean the shake? Like that's so weird. Like why would he do that? And he was on like the Tonight Show, and I guess he was saying, well, he woke up and he just thought Saxton made a protein shake, so he was like, oh whatever, it's just more protein, like not a big deal. So that's why he just made it as it was. But in my mind, if I found my son passed out, throwing up, like, wouldn't you be going to the hospital instead of like going on a boat, like just back home and everyone's just all like chill on the boat? I'm like, dude, wouldn't you want to see if he's like okay? Is he okay? Like, don't you need to go to the hospital?
I know.
I just feel like there was a loophole there a little bit. I was
he like woke up and he's like, I saw God, and then I think I saw God, and then they were just like, oh,
and then if there was a big ass fucking brawl murder on this resort, there'd be an investigation. Everyone would be like, yo, everyone stay.
They wouldn't be going
home. The dad's fingerprints would be on one of these guns. Like,
I know, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, there's no way they would be like, all right, and you guys are going home, see you later,
whatever the fuck it is.
I called that he was the guy, the old man was Rick's dad.
Okay, I didn't see that coming.
So I like right when he went to go see him and they showed his face, I was like, he kind of looks like him. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's his dad. That's his dad.
There was a moment when he was like, she's like, he's your father. I was like, frick, what the heck? I did not see that coming.
Yeah, because I was just like, why do they make him look so similar to the main Rick guy? But I thought that was so... The guy who he brought along, his friend, I thought he was one of my favorite characters of the show. He was so funny.
That's Lisa Bibb's husband in real life.
Yeah, I was like, he's so funny. His character was hilarious.
So apparently that was supposed to be played by, oh my God, what's his name? Woody, oh my God.
Woody Harrelson?
Yes. It was supposed to be played by him originally, but he had a family vacation planned already during filming, so he was like, sorry, I'm gonna have to opt out.
That he would have been really good for that role too.
Yeah,
just like a goofy, like funny character.
Yeah.
No, it was a really good season finale, and yeah, I feel like the season was kind of weird, but I feel like all of the seasons make you feel a little bit weird.
Okay,
I still think number 2 is my favorite.
Okay, yeah, I think mine goes 2, 3, 1.
Same.
Yeah,
2,
like
3,
1
1
was just... It was kind of really weird. I don't know. There was a lot of like weird sex stuff going on, and I'm like, is it necessary? I don't know.
And did you hear that they cut out like, or you sent me a video where they cut out a whole scene of like Chelsea, or what's her name? Not Chelsea, Piper and
her
Zion. Yeah,
to Zion. I feel like that would have been a stretch. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a good thing that got cut out. Yeah.
I also like there's so many random scenes now thinking back. I'm like, why was this included? Like that whole scene where that lady comes and one of the friends and was like, I saw you at a baby shower to the mom. And she was like, oh, I don't remember you. Like, why was that even a part of it? Like,
you know what? I think it's because every season they kind of have this one awkward interaction scene where, because last season in season 2, there was the author the article, like it was kind of a piece of shit article, like fuck you, and it was kind of like, oh, like wasn't expecting that interaction. So I think maybe Matt White or whatever his name is always just kind of wants to make like a believable awkward interaction kind of thing. But yeah, it was also like, what was the point of that? I don't know.
It's funny how this guy was literally on Survivor.
I know,
like, and now he's just like making like one of the craziest shows ever.
Like they're gonna do another one, right?
Yeah
100%.
Okay,
they have to.
People are saying it's probably going to be in a winter location now, the next one.
Is he gonna be in Canada?
Imagine. Whistler.
Maybe
Okay,
wait, I just noticed you have something on your lip here. No, it's gone. Okay.
Thank you.
It wasn't there before.
Thank you. And you started Silo.
Yo,
I told
you guys. What was wrong with me not starting this show earlier?
So good.
Matt and I were like, hey, we're done White Lotus. We're done Severance. We're caught up on Summer House. Like we want to watch a show. And then obviously Apple TV was already open. And another show that we're all caught up on, which I'll talk about after, is Studio by Seth Rogen.
Right. I keep forgetting about that. I need to add that to my list.
Need to watch
Studio.
it. So I'm like, oh, you know what? Romina's recommended. She's talked about Silo like so many times. Like, let's just give it a go. Dude, after the first episode, we're like, this is a really good show. Holy shit. Like,
it's crazy.
So I think we're almost done season 1 now.
Perfect.
And then it was so funny. I when I sent that snap, like Ash messaged me and she was like, yo, like Mike and I liked the show so much. We bought the books after season 2 because we wanted to know what was happening and they couldn't wait. I'm like, that's insane. That's how you know it's a great show, man.
Yeah. No, honestly, I can't recommend this show enough to people. So if you guys are looking for like a new show, Silo is up there with Severance for me, like in terms of like it just gets your brain going. And I love those types of like, oh my God, like what is this person doing? And the main actress is such a good actress.
So good.
She's so good.
So good. Yeah.
So
and apparently there's going to be a 3 and 4, right?
Oh.
Yeah, there's already 2 more seasons happening for Silo.
I knew that.
I can't wait to.
And Last of Us just restarted. I haven't watched it.
Either.
I'm waiting. So I'm like, I like having some, like, I don't like waiting for the next episode. I'm like, I just want to watch like a few episodes in a row.
Yes, but I'm so afraid that there's going to be spoilers all online because people are like e-news and shit. Like maybe I have to unfollow these people, but they put spoilers in the headlines. Like they were doing that for White Lotus, and thank God I was caught up every Sunday night because if you weren't caught up, you would have you would have got all the spoilers.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, we got to watch it. And then guys, Black Mirror, the new season just got dropped. No, it's already dropped. It's already dropped on Netflix. We watched the first episode last night. It was crazy. Like the first episode, I was like, oh my God, the concept. It was kind of sad. It made us kind of like, oh, this is kind of depressing, but like the concept, I won't ruin it. The concept feels like this could happen. Like this could happen to us.
When I was watching the preview of the series of the season, I'm like, all of these things seem very realistic.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's all about, and I won't spoil what the premise is, but it's about like the whole like subscription model system and how now like think about how many different subscriptions you're paying for and how like you just get more and you're just kind of like, oh, it's only like $6 a month, $7 a month, $8 a month. And it's like now you're paying for all these different prescriptions for the rest of your life. Whereas before you would just like go buy something. Yeah. Now it's like you're just paying this prescription for subscription forever. And it's crazy. So anyway, it plays on that whole subscription model thing, but on another level. And it's crazy because you're like, I could actually see this happening.
Yeah. Frig, maybe you gotta watch that one tonight.
Yeah, it's really good.
And then Studio. Okay, I just want to talk about Studio quickly because I saw today that it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Which is like crazy.
Yeah. So it's directed, written, and starred by Seth Rogen.
We love Seth Rogen.
He's Canadian. Also, if you've never listened to his audiobook, it's really funny. So he plays a big studio head in Hollywood, and it takes you around like different situations, like in terms of like filming, and there's so many big cameos, like Martin Scorsese's in there.
No way.
Olivia Wilde, Zac Efron. Like every episode they have like these huge cameos, and it's so funny and so well done. It's like a like a drama / funny, and the way it's filmed is just so good, and the writing is amazing.
I can't wait to watch it.
It's such a good series, and it comes out once a week right now.
I'm excited for this weekend because I'm like, I just want a night of just like watching a bunch of shows.
Watch these shows, man. It's such a good show.
Yes.
It's really, really good. Between that and Silo right now, Matt and I, we were a little worried. We're like, oh my God, Lotus, Severance. I'm like, oh, now we got Studio and Silo. Like,
you guys are good. And
Black Mirror coming.
And Last of Us. Like, there's so much.
Back, baby. We're back. We had a 1 week now we're like, oh no, we're fine. We don't need another hobby.
People don't talk about this enough. Like, it's so important for you and your partner to have like a show that you're obsessed with and excited to watch. Yeah. Because like when you don't, you're kind of like, I guess you'll go watch your sports and I'll go watch my reality TV. Yeah. So
okay, but so Matt also is watching Logan Paul's reality show and Jake Paul.
Oh my God, is it good?
We watched the first episode together. I really liked it, so I was like, oh perfect, like let's watch the next episode together. And then a few days ago, I was like, oh, we need to watch the Logan Paul like reality show. And he's like, I already watched it. I'm like, what? You watched it without me? He's like, I can't watch every show with you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't. I'm like, fair. But like, I really wanted to watch that one. But I'm probably not going to watch it by myself. You know? I don't care that much about them, but.
I've heard that like I've seen like bits and bobs of it, and people are saying that like Logan and his like fiance Nina are like, they're just like, this is a weird dynamic.
Okay, when she told him she was pregnant, it was like a weird reaction. And then like at one point he's like, oh shit, you're filming? And then he kind of like started acting like a bit nicer and different. And then they like redid it and took another pregnancy test, and he acted like how a man normally would. Like he basically was just like, shut the fuck up. That's not real. Like,
because they prank each other so much that it's a little bit weird. Like they're like, are you pranking me? Are you pranking me? And it's like, okay.
She like put her big like thing. She put the pregnancy test like in a Prime bottle and was like, are you thirsty? And he's like, not really. And then she's like, oh well, you should drink this. And then he's like, are you pregnant?
What?
And then she's like, just open it. He's like, are you fucking pregnant? She's like, just open it. And then he can't get the stick out. He's like, ew, I can't get the stick out. He's like, ew, am I supposed to touch it? Like, didn't you piss on this?
Ew. And it's like in the drink, she starts drinking it. Ugh, like, that's kind of gross.
It was a weird reveal.
Yeah, that's funny. That's so funny. Another like random show that I started but never finished. It was like during that week of like not having any TV, and I was like, I'm desperate for something.
What are we gonna watch?
We started watching, and I was sick, so I was like, I need something to watch. Like, you know, when you're sick and you're just like,
that's all you're doing.
All you're doing is just watching TV.
Degrassi.
We watched that like Temptation Island.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet. I heard it's insane.
God, it is so
cringy,
weird and cringy, and like,
who's going on this show, man?
It's just okay, episode 2, the guys already all cheated, so I'm like, okay, the temptation already is over. Like now we're just watching these new relationships develop. It's pretty much just The Bachelor, but just the first episode everyone's cheating, and then everyone's like, I need to explore this new connection. And it's like,
do the girls cheat right away?
No, obviously not. The girls are all crying. Like, it's so funny. You see the guys' house versus the girls' house. The guys' house, they're all having so much fun, like taking body shots of the girls, like having threesomes, like doing all this stuff. They go to the girls' house. It's like the girls like crying, like I miss them, like da da da. I'm like, this is so embarrassing. Like, ugh.
Dude, I heard there was one guy and he like ended up cheating by having a threesome, and then his excuse was like, you know, this is better because obviously like there's no emotion. It's just like, no, there's 2 girls, so like I feel like my girlfriend would want me to cheat this way if I were to cheat.
No, he literally mansplained his way out of having a threesome. He was like, you know, like this is actually better, I think, because I, instead of like picking one girl, I just picked 2, so there's no like emotional thing. You're like, buddy, you literally had a threesome on national TV.
Yeah, ew.
It's so
I think these people probably thought it was gonna be like the next Too Hot to Handle, because that when that came up, that was a really big deal. But also that was coming out of COVID, and we had literally nothing better to do and nothing to watch. Yeah. Like, this is just
I stopped watching it. I was like, well, now my show's coming back, and I was like, this is actually a waste of time. I'd like skip through like all of like the stuff. It's just it just doesn't make sense. I don't get why anyone would do this.
Love Island's gonna be starting too.
Oh my God, that's like a full-time job.
It's gonna be coming soon.
It's a full-time freaking job.
And The Valley new season is coming soon. And last time we talked about it, I hadn't watched the trailer yet, and I watched the trailer. Oh my God, this is gonna be insane. We have to watch it together.
I know. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so
coming
excited.
Out really soon.
I think it just dropped like yesterday. I know.
Oh my God. So I can't, okay, we gotta stop recording. I need to go watch some TV right now.
Yeah, guys, sorry, we gotta go watch some TV. We have a lot to watch, which is nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go into some random stuff because I have some random things to talk about.
Okay, so do I.
Okay, so I saw this video the other day on my TikTok algorithm talking about like the glitter conspiracy. Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay, have you ever thought about what glitter actually is?
It's like shiny dirt.
Yeah, like no, but nobody actually knows what it is. Like, so apparently this guy like did some deep digging into like looking at what glitter is, and there's 2 companies that produce all the glitter in the world.
Oh,
There's
like glitter? Are you talking glitter like for arts and crafts?
Yes,
or like
arts and craft.
Okay,
And
like in my cast room, all my glitter.
Yes, all the glitter.
I have a glitter drawer.
No, literally. And it's a company I think called Glitter X, and essentially no one knows what it is. And the guy like did a deep dive, and he was like, these guys are like a huge conglomerate. They are like $1 billion company. They sell all the glitter around the world, but nobody knows. And if you look into like the products of what it is, like what is it? It's like particles
Shiny
of what?
dust. I don't know.
And people are saying like maybe it's just not safe now, and like we don't really know what it is. Like what actually is glitter? Like nobody knows.
I want to ask ChatGPT, what is glitter?
What is glitter? Like
I
it's
don't
like
know.
shiny what? Like nobody knows. And apparently like people have reached out to this company Glitter X being like, can you tell us like how you're making your glitter and like what it is? And they're like, no, we can't. It's like a trade secret.
It's a family recipe. We will take that to
We
the
will
grave.
not tell you.
Sprinkle some glitter on it while you're at it.
So freaking crazy.
Okay, when I go to work tomorrow, I'm gonna look at
like what
it
is
is.
it?
But now that I think of it, it always just comes in like a plastic clear jar with like a white lid, like no labels, nothing on it.
No, literally, you don't know what it is. Like, what the heck is it?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And like, there's only 2 companies in the entire world, guys, that make glitter. Like, that's kind of weird. Like, why is it only 2 companies? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, so people were like, there's something sus happening within these glitter factories, and yeah,
that is so weird.
I wouldn't be surprised if like a glitter like documentary comes out in a few years talking about this.
It's gonna be like glitter is causing cancer.
No, literally.
Like, perfect.
Great, thank you.
I learned recently that Subway is now selling footlong Dorito nachos. I'm like, that's insane.
No, thank you.
Like,
what happened to their pizza and their
like
a
or the footlong
cookie,
churro? Remember we
cookie.
did it. Remember doing like we talked about this. Did a footlong cookie, footlong churro. They're like, no, we need more. We need Dorito nachos. Also, have you ever made nachos with Doritos? No.
And also, I'm like, you guys aren't a Mexican place. Like, why are you making?
You sell sandwiches.
They're gonna be like foot-long burritos,
empanadas. Like, stop it. Stay in your lane. Make me a sandwich. Also, it pisses me off when I go to Subway and it says like, and then I'm paying and it's like, hey, tip. I'm like, we made this sandwich together. I was with
just
you.
Give me your gloves. I will make it.
With you you asked me. I told you we were on this journey together. Now I'm tipping you. You better give me 50%. We made it together. We are a team. Like,
if anything, I just told you you wouldn't have even been able to make it without me.
I'm like, get out of here with your tip bullshit.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. Also, Subway has like 500 different items on the menu, and I go in and I order the same freaking sandwich. Like Subway could be selling freaking steak like frites for all I know, and I'm like frites, steak frites, and I'm like going in and I'm like, I'm getting my same Italian BMT,
and a tuna club for the husband.
Tuna made out of glitter, frig.
Probably.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's so funny. Okay, really random, but I like thought about this the other day. Do you remember that show, America's Funniest Home Videos?
I used to watch that all the time.
Same. My family, it was like our
AFV.
We watch it. I think we even submitted a video 1 year. I'm not kidding.
You sent in your VHS.
VHS. What was it? I have to remember. It was like my brother doing something stupid, but
it was literally people just getting hurt all the time.
Like literally. Look at my kid.
Wait, I feel like I know what you're about to say.
What?
Are you gonna say how like now like Instagram Reels is basically just America's Funniest Home Videos?
What? Were you?
Is that what
brain? I was just gonna say that
just
now.
Made that connection.
No, literally now this is America's Reels are America's Funniest
Home Videos.
There's just like or TikToks, your kids doing weird stuff.
Oh my god,
dude! America's Funniest Home Videos was the original TikTok and
Reels. That's so true. That's the best comparison I've ever heard in my entire life.
No.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That was back when like you had to tune in at a time, like turn your TV on, like watch it for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and then you went about your day. Now it's just there all the time. Like, dopamine,
do you remember they would fly out the families that had the funniest like top 3 videos,
and you would vote,
and then like, they'd be like, and the funniest home video goes to the Sanchez family, and they'd like all get up and they'd be like, oh my god, and they'd like I don't know, win a prize or something. Crazy.
Oh my god.
Crazy. Like,
wow. I'm like
our kids.
I'm just like marinating in that epiphany.
Yeah. America's,
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
Do you also remember like going onto channel 4 for the TV guide on your TV?
Of course. And you'd miss it. You're like, damn it. No, I have to wait now until like freaking like MTV or whatever family channel, and you'd have to watch like so many different shows coming up. You're like, ugh.
Okay, channel 4 was TV guide.
Yeah.
29 was Much Music.
Much Music, yeah. 51 was Family Channel.
48 was Teletoons.
Oh yes, okay.
And then 36 was like
what was YTV? It was like
25 was YTV.
Why is it that we can never remember our passcodes or passwords for our own like email addresses, but we can remember what channel Family Channel and YTV was?
I remember my home phone number.
Same.
613-733.
Maybe don't.
And it wasn't even, it doesn't exist anymore.
They're like calling.
But it wasn't even 613. It was just 733-4632.
Yeah, there was no 613.
My old best friends, 260-0822, 733-8627. Like, I remember their phone numbers. Isn't that crazy?
I know. It is crazy. Yeah. It's crazy that we're not going to have home phones. Like,
I know.
Where do we like, what's the home phone
Do they even
number?
still make them?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's so
but then when there's a big blackout one day, which we know there's gonna be one, we're not gonna be able to use it. Our phones.
Yeah. What do we do?
I don't know. Because wait, does your phone work when there's a power outage or no?
Power outage.
Why do I say like landlines like always work?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, good question. I feel like no, there was like that Rogers outage.
Okay, so if there's that kind of outage, your landline would work.
Oh my god, this reminds me of the Black Mirror episode. You have to watch it.
Oh my
god,
the
outage thing just reminded me of that. Oh my god, you have to watch it. But it was kind of depressing, but also very like realistic. You're like, damn.
Okay, wait. Oh my god, this reminded me of something so random.
Yeah.
But while it's in my head and before it's gone, when we were in Toronto,
before it's gone, before it flies away, please.
Before it flies away. Okay, and I might butcher it. I might have to cut this out. But Anya told us that there's this whole theory that there's going to be like a COVID virus, but like on the internet, and like the whole internet is going to get like a huge virus and like basically be shut down, and we're not going to be able to use the internet for a long time.
What?
Yeah.
And who's like, this is like a conspiracy going around right now?
This is going to happen soon.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine that?
Honestly, I could imagine that. China or Russia, like,
I mean,
just hacking
like
our
I
servers.
literally would go to open and be like, oh, like doesn't work. I'm like, yeah, I can definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dude, no, this is scary. It's scary how much we rely on internet.
Yeah.
Like if the internet's gone, you're like, well, what do I do for work?
I'm gonna start churning butter. Gonna go farm.
Gonna go make some glitter.
Yeah. Literally.
Oh, okay, guys. Oh, that was fun.
That was fun. Are we at the end of our rope?
We're at the end of our rope. We're
okay.
at. That's all we. That's
I was
all we
gonna
got.
say something, but I'm gonna save it for next time, guys.
You
so
gotta
you have
tune
to tune in to see what I was gonna say, and you're gonna really want to know.
Before it's gone. Before it's gone.
Okay, we love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.